Senator from Alabama, soon to be the next governor of Alabama, we believe, Tommy Tuberville. Senator, it is a real pleasure to have you back, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Chris. Welcome to the Clown Show. I'm in D.C. today, and we continue putting up the big top for the holiday season. And after signing the Epstein files last night, President Trump's going to give a happy Thanksgiving to a bunch of Democrats and maybe a few Republicans. It's not going to have a very good holiday season.
You know, I have to ask you about this Epstein thing. I was fascinated at the speed with which it passed through Congress. We have Whip Emmer coming on here soon, and I'm going to ask him the same question. Have we ever, and will we ever again, see something move with the unilateral speed this issue did through Congress to the president's desk? Because wouldn't it be wonderful if we were talking about things like national security or the economy or Obamacare, talking about those issues with speed through Congress to the president's desk?
You're 100% right. I mean, it's like pulling teeth up here to get anything done. But I tell you what, the Democrats they've been crowing about the Epstein files, and I think they thought they had President Trump between a rock and a hard place, and he just suckered them in. He suckered them in. And the one thing about it is, President Trump, he declared transparency. Problem is you can't have transparency until you get in and you start investigating, and that's what's been going on. You've had Kash Patel and Pam Bondi going through these things. You don't just come out with it and all of a sudden start blaming people without some kind of evidence. So they've been working on it. President Trump's been sitting back, taking a lot of heat from a lot of people on both sides, but finally said, hey, okay, you want them out? Let's get it done, because holiday season, the people like you, Chris, and people across the country watching podcasts and television, they're going to be entertained. Unfortunately, it's going to be some detriment to our country, but it needs to be brought out. I'm 100% for it. And, yes, you're right. It went through with the speed of light through Congress and through the White House. And let's get it done, and let's get over it, and let's put people in jail if they need to be in jail.
Arctic frost, we know. I think I've spoken to you about it since, but we know that some of your colleagues, Ted Cruz, Marsha Blackburn among them, surveilled by the previous administration's FBI, their phones tapped, and in fact, this Judge Boasberg character told AT&T not to alert some of your colleagues, even though law requires that phone companies alert anyone when they're being surveilled there in Congress. And AT&T was told to not, and they complied. Are you comfortable? Are you confident? This is just a question. I'm starting to hear, some malcontents say that they don't think over at DOJ, guys like Kash Patel are getting truly to the bottom of things like the attempted assassination of Donald Trump or this Arctic frost situation or Epstein. You kind of alluded to it earlier. What's your faith, I guess, is my question broadly at this hour in those who head DOJ and the FBI?
Yeah, well, Chris, it's very complex. It's not just, hey, what you see is what you get. I mean, and again, we have a country of laws, and you've got to go by the laws, and you've got to do the right thing. And when you come to a conclusion, you come out with those conclusions and let the American people actually know what happened. There's a lot of investigations going on. My God, I've talked to Kash Patel all the time, Pam Bondi. I mean, they're up to their ears in alligators as President Trump is trying to get us above water after 4 years of this disastrous Biden, communist administration that we just went through with everything that happened. But I was on that list. I was in the Elite Eight. They took all my phone records, and but if you see what happened with this lawsuit that was put into the this last CR about going after people that go after American citizens, I'm 100% for that. Now, the monetary part is, I wasn't big on that because the taxpayers didn't do anything. But we have to go after the people that were, behind all this Russia collusion nonsense, the weaponizing the DOJ, everything that's happened. We cannot allow this to pass us up. Same thing with going after sitting senators. If you'll go after a sitting senator's phone records, you'll go after anybody. And so they were weaponized. They went after President Trump. So somebody's got to pay the price here. And if they don't, we're going to lose our country. And so the Department of Justice has to be brought to its knees, the one during the Biden administration and the Russia collusion with Hillary and Obama and all them people behind it. It's just, it's it's a disease that's growing within our country, and if we don't stop it and eradicate it, we are going to, the average person in this country is going to, unfortunately, see the benefits, the non-benefits down the road.
Do you want to see the House move to impeach a guy like Boasberg? Do we need to start impeaching some judges? Because this is something I've been talking about this week and previous weeks. We got a lot of activist judges, Senator, who are trying to derail the Trump agenda all by themselves and have been doing it with great effect. Has the House got to deal with these people?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got to deal with them. If they go by the law, you go by it. And, that's their job. But the problem with Boasberg, I mean, it was totally weaponized against President Trump. And, he released a subpoena to go after my phone records, a sitting senator, simply for the fact that I didn't do anything criminal, that I was a supporter of Donald Trump, and they knew I talked to him a lot. And so with the rest of them, that's not a basis for a subpoena to basically take my phone records. It's not. I didn't do anything criminal. Being a friend with Donald Trump, come on, give me a break. And so they got over their skis here. And again, it goes back to what I said earlier. If they don't pay some kind of price, it's going to weaponize even more the Democrats as they go down the line. That's the reason, Chris, I'm totally, looking at the blue slip. Why don't we have blue slips anymore? The Democrats go around them. We don't. They're winning at every turn because they take the advantage that they have when they have majority. I used to be against busting the filibuster. Hey, if we don't do it, it's over.
That's exactly. I'm so glad you brought that up. Could I play for you Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, yesterday, talking to Miranda Devine on this, and then I want to get your response, Senator Tuberville. Listen to this, number 78.
He's in total agreement that we need to let go of the filibuster. It's not serving the purpose that it originally intended to serve anymore. It's really a moot point, and he wants to see it gone so that he can have the most productive 3 years of any president ever. He's already been so productive in his first term. He ushered through the largest middle-class tax cut in just 6 months, which is amazing. There's so much more work to do. Election integrity, voter ID, getting rid of universal mail-in ballots. All of that can be done if Congress works together and gets rid of the filibuster. So the president is definitely talking a lot about that, both publicly and privately. I know he's expressed his opinion.
So, Senator Tuberville, you agree with that, getting rid of the filibuster to get stuff through into the president's desk? I mean, other than Epstein, I guess we're not going to see it otherwise.
Yeah, 100%. We won't get anything else passed. There will be no policies passed. We're very fortunate to get the big, beautiful bill in. We basically had to beg some of the rhinos in the Republican side to vote for it after a 24-hour nonstop debate on the floor of the Senate. So it's a fight, Chris. It's a fight up every day. So here's the deal. If the Democrats could not do it when they got in power, in which they will eventually gain power in the Senate, I don't know when it will be, when they take power, they will do it. They will bust the filibuster and probably do things to which we'll never be able to gain power again. Now, we got a lot of people on the Republican side right now thinking, well, it's going to take away our power in the future. Hey, you're going to lose your power. I mean, wake up and smell the roses. They're going to do it the day one. Listen, James Carville said that. I mean, they tried to do it last time, not for Joe Manchin and Christian Sinema. This would have been over with. So we got to get the country back on the track. We got to get the trains off the track. We got to get back on the rails. We've got to get, number one, voting fair in this country. We cannot allow them to continue to mail in ballot and no voter ID. Those two things right there will destroy the United States of America if we don't fix it. And the only way we can do it is to bust filibuster. You cannot put it in a reconciliation. Reconciliation deals with money. That's a 51 vote in the Senate. We need to do a couple more of those. But to really fix this country, we have to fix the voting rules.
Do you have, and just with a couple of seconds, Senator, do you have support with your colleagues to get that done, or are there too many Republicans who would resist that?
Well, too many Republicans, they've been up here forever, and they like their power. But I don't know why they don't see the writing on the wall, though, Chris. I mean, the writing on the wall, they've told us that they're going to do it, and they're going to pack the court and make more states like Puerto Rico and Washington, D.C. with more Democratic senators. I don't really understand it. We're breaking the rules. This hasn't been a rule forever in the Senate. It was done, years ago, but they busted the filibuster on judges.
Yes. Senator, listen, I am grateful for your fight and your time. You're always welcome back. A happy Thanksgiving to you, my friend, and I hope you'll come back soon.
Thank you, Chris.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.